music artist and why? It's gonna be very, very hard to say, but right now I've been listening to Jimi Hendrix a lot, so I would say Jimi Hendrix. Thank you for your question as well, and in advance, thank you to everybody who asks a question throughout this video. The next question is going to be, what's the biggest reason you choose to conduct yourself the way you do? Not rude, just curious about your personality and how you develop your values. Well, to put it straight and, just to be authentic, I think the reason I am the way I am is due to the fact that it's due to how I was brought up, how I grew up, and just how my life has been. So, how I am is how I am. And yeah, I have no other, I have nothing else to add to answer the question. And I guess I developed the values from my upbringing and just the way my life has went. Everyone has their own journey, their own path, and you can't really judge anyone or critique anyone with how they are, because they have a totally different journey and have had a totally different life to yourself. So, hey, I just think people should be how they want to be, do what they want to do, and as long as you're not physically harming anyone, a bit of banter here and there is just whatever, but it's what it is. Just let people do what they want. That's it. YOLO, we're gonna live once. The shell don't mean nothing. It's just the soul that means everything, and that's gonna answer the question, so thank you. I'm also not gonna read out any names just to speed this up as well. But if you ask the question, you know who you are, so thank you. The next question, when will you, when are you gonna show us your studio? I'm so curious. I promise I will show the studio in June. I promise that is going to be 100%. It's solidified. I'm going to be doing the studio tour as well as the build. I've held off for quite a bit because I've been super busy, but I promise in June it's going to be coming. So, hey, stay tuned, stay strapped on for that. Okay, so the next question, what is your favourite trigger to watch? First, your favourite trigger to use to record, I guess. And thank you for the love your content at the end. I really appreciate that. So my favourite trigger to watch as of recently, it's probably got to be a lot of different tapping on objects and like sticky grabbing. That's something I've recently been loving, but my favourite trigger to use personally is probably gonna be tube tingles, so various different tubes, as well as the aloe vera tube. That is immensely tingly in my opinion when I do it. So yeah. Okay, so the next question, are you still very Christian/religious? If you are, how's your journey? Hey, I would say that I'm a little bit Christian. I'm just being honest. I'm not like a die-hard Christian. I live my life. I follow good morals, good values. For me, I do whatever I want to do. Listen, we're here for a short period of time. I'm not going to constrain myself fully to one religion. Whatever happens in the afterlife happens. But for why I'm here, from what I've seen in my life, from my journey so far, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to enjoy it. And only God can judge me on that one. So, cheers for your question. Next question. What motivates you and makes you strive to try in life? My life, I guess. And just seeing others have success. I'm like, they done it, I can do it. I guess it's just hardwired into me. There's nothing else. It's just hardwired. It's what I've been taught when I was growing up. Just to try and just to do your best and just to live your life and balance things out when it's necessary. But mainly, work hard and smart and live a little now and again. Don't take things too much seriously, but I don't know, it's hardwired. I have no idea, I'm just how I am. There's no facade, there's no BS, it's just me. So it's hard to answer that question. But cheers, man. Okay, next question. What made you decide to start your own channel? Well, at the time I had this racist friend who introduced me to ASMR, and one day he was like, you should try it. I gave it a few months, decided to try it. Everything was going good, and one day we fell out. We got in an altercation and haven't spoke to him since, but hey, respect to him for putting me onto ASMR, I guess, telling me what it is. I respect him for that. Next thing, what do you do when you're feeling down or upset? Work, get to the gym, keep grinding. I try not to slouch around, I try not to get too down, but I always think of positive things that's happened in my life and then use that to move forward and do something that can elevate me towards the next level of achieving my success and the next level or step towards my goals. And that's just what I've always done. Spending a lot of time alone as well has really helped me within myself to become a better person. So that's what I do. I just grind and just try not to also latch on to many emotions, because that can definitely be a detriment to your overall success and the outcome of your life. And at the end of the journey, it'll bring many regrets. Feelings, emotions don't really mean nothing to me. I don't feel much. The next question is, how do you stay disciplined when it comes to the gym or staying on track with food? If you watch your calories tracking, I don't track my food. I eat what I feel is enough. I try and get to 3,000 calories, but I heavily do cardio, and staying on track to the gym is just, I could say, hardwired right now as well. It's just something that I enjoy. Anytime I feel bad, I go to the gym. I just do it. It's one of them things, I guess. I don't know, there's just something deep rooted inside me that I honestly swear nothing or no one can ever stop me. It just feels that way inside, like I will continue to go. I like the pain, it feels good. But yeah, thanks for your question. Okay, what would my final meal be? I think I answered this question before. It's a really hard one. It all depends on how I feel in the mood. I change my opinion quite a lot. Right now, it's gonna have to be a nice burger from Burger King with like a steak, onion rings, chili bites, fries, another burger from like those burger vans at like fairs and carnivals and festivals, and then just like a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of vodka, Smirnoff, and then 2 litres of Dr. Pepper, with maybe some like a pasta or something. That's right now what I'm feeling like eating. But cheers for your question. Next question is, do you play games? To be honest, I don't play any video games. I only do it for videos. I don't have the time right now. Although when GTA 6 comes out, I will be playing that for a little bit. And also from the same person. If yes, do you play Dead by Daylight, and are you interested in making gaming ASMR? Well, I've made a few gaming ASMRs. The only game I really enjoy is Minecraft. Just because the pure fact that you can do whatever you want. I love amazing. And some of the old Hitman games, and like the GTAs and the Call of Duties, MW2. So yeah. Okay, next question, important one. Do you consider yourself a jealous / overly protective partner or boyfriend? Not really. Hey, I'm gonna answer this one because in the past, I guess, maybe I was, and something that I've learned from that. So, I don't consider myself overprotective. As an overprotective boyfriend, quite the opposite actually. How I see it is, if I can find someone, which is yet to come, which is going to be very hard for me to get, I'm going to find someone with the same interests who's like me a little bit. They say opposites attract, but I want someone with the same values similar to me and, all that jazz, but as long as, so I would give 4 chances with the person. If they do something, once I've set the boundaries and they're broke, they can go. Any feelings for that person is chopped, it's gone. I'm too busy with my own life to right now really care about even having a partner. It's just a fun thing, casual thing, and if it works out, that's amazing. I'm not looking for like a marriage right now. I'm not interested. I solely want someone who I can connect with, enjoy life with, and that can come after, because that's built. It doesn't just happen within a month. Oh, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, let's get married. No, that's BS. Like, if you find a special person, maybe, which is rare, but other than that, it takes time, it builds, it gradually gets to that stage, and I think it happens without even doing anything. Very rare to find. So, I would be protective more then, but if I've just met someone and we've been dating for a year, I'm not really protective. I'm more cautious than anything. I tend not to trust people, and that's just what I've been taught. I find it really hard to trust people. Okay, and I would expect the same from the other person towards me as well. Okay, the next question we have, how do you find time to heart and respond to every comment? You know what, it's pretty easy when you're putting effort into content to then create for other people to watch. The least I can do personally, from how I look at things and view things, the easiest thing I can do as a thank you is just a heart, reply to comments. If I heart a comment and don't reply, I'm like thinking for the next 20 minutes, damn, what about if that was me? Like, I need to reply to that person. Like, it frustrates me so much. I need to reply because you're watching the content. I need to reply to you if I can. I'll make time. Okay, thank you as well. The next question, what's your signature fragrance? 1 Million by Paco Rabanne or Bleu de Chanel. So yeah. Next question, do you partake in 420? Not really. I don't smoke that stuff. I've probably smoked about 10 joints in my entire life. It just doesn't affect me. I could smoke like 4 blunts and I would just feel fine. Kind of like the waste of money. It makes me slow. Why would I want to be slow when I've got things to do? Like, I need to be quick. Now I guess if I'm chilling with like friends or people and it's like a social meeting and someone's having one, I'll be like, yo, chuck me some of that. Like, let me put that or something, But if I'm just on my own, I think it's pointless. Same with alcohol. It's pointless. It's about alcohol tastes horrible. same, has the right mindset, has that like family empire mindset where you can, I don't know, have your like house, have like 12 to 20 children, have fun, live life, raise the children, and then also bring the families into that family. So her family, my family, bring them together, all living on the same land, you could say, with different houses, all on that same land. Then just expand and keep it within the family. That would be a good dream. Thank you. So the next question is favourite boxer. It's probably going to have to be Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, yeah, they're my top 3 favourite boxers. Okay. Next question. What's your favourite obsession? The gym right now. The gym and just getting better. You can always be better. There's always room for improvement. Now there can be a point where it's like an overly bad obsession where it wrecks your mental health, but for me it's not. It's like a really good obsession, like I'm getting better, you know, I'm doing this and it feels good. For some people it might be different, but for me that's just how it is. It's an obsession that's good. It's better than me getting drunk on the weekend or doing that or doing this or doing that in my eyes, so it's great. Next question. How long have you been boxing and have you competed? I haven't competed. I don't really do any boxing. I used to do kickboxing for 7 years. In 2012. No, I think it was like 2010 or 2011 onwards. Then I stopped. It kind of got a bit boring. I was going to do MMA. Like I was like seeing that a little bit when I was younger. Back then I just had other interests and it got boring. So kickboxing, I can protect myself with that. Which obviously kickboxing and boxing is totally different. Boxing is a recent thing that I don't even train properly. I just remember bits from kickboxing and incorporate a bit of the boxing from what I learn and stuff. But yeah, I don't compete. I don't feel the need to compete. I just do it for me. It's fun. It's also good cardio, good workout. So yeah. Favourite go-to meal from Greg's. If you don't know what Greg's is, it's like a famous bakery within the UK that sells all pastries and sausage rolls and pizzas. My go-to is 3 sausage rolls, a pepperoni pizza with jalapenos, and a cappuccino medium with no sugar. Next question. Have you had a girlfriend before, and what was / your experiences? Well, I was younger and the mindsets were different. I always clashed because, not saying this in a bad way, the partner seemed a bit lazy, like the majority of them that I was with, and I'm very like go person. Like I want to do that, let's do that, let's do that, what about that? Wait, let's go and do that now, let's go and do that today, let's do that tomorrow. It's now. There's no waiting around, you know, we only have a finite time on this earth, let's do it now. Very like quick, and that wasn't there, so I was like, gotta get rid of this. But it was mutual. To be fair, there was no bad blood. So yeah, there we go. Favourite movies. I've mentioned this so many times, and one of those is Final Destination. There was a new one come out recently, and I haven't been to see it because I've just been at the gym and doing other stuff. So Final Destination is that like whole movie series, like franchise of movies, is one of my favourite, and I want to go and see the new one. Don't spoil it in the comments though. Thank you for the question, but we're moving on to when was the most motivated you felt for YouTube? The most was probably the very, 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 very beginning, and then I would say it was like 23, and now I'm saying it's now. So I would say the start, now, and then 23. 2023, that is. So, moving on, do you have any funny stories from your childhood? Oh man, I have so many. There was one that I was literally just about to say, but I don't know if I can tell it because it's quite rude. It would be conceived, it would be looked at as rude, so I'm just gonna skip on that one. But apart from that, shall I tell a school one? I think I told this one before. Basically, we had this supply teacher. It looked like Father Christmas, and he was really annoying or something. It was in like the last years. I think it was like year 10 in high school, years ago now. And I had a bunch of bananas, right? I always used to take like 5 bananas to school. So I took a banana to school, and 2 of those, some guy at the front of the class, I'm not going to name his name, opened the banana, put one in like the, what is it? It's like a candle holder, so it was seen up. The supply teacher went outside, came back to sit down, and he put it like sticking up. And then there was another time with the same supply teacher, someone put laxatives in his drink. And then the next periods within the school day, he was just in the bathroom and people were outside like knocking. Because we had this one teacher where we had this one toilet where you would share it with teachers and students. A little bit weird, I know, but the reason was because at our school, the toilet door, they ended up taking it off because there was hotboxing, and in there, I was main supplier, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking, I wasn't, I really wasn't. Hey, just a funny story. Okay, moving on. Funny days. Someone asked me as well before, I read in the comments the other day, what was I like as a child in school? I'd say really quiet, but you know when people say you've got to watch the quiet ones, basically that, because I would get up to stuff and it would be so funny, and then get away with it. It's how it goes, it's how it goes. So, someone asked if I'm in a relationship right now. No, I'm not. I'm single right now. So the next question, my favourite colour, it has to be purple. Purple is my favourite colour, and the specific purple, it has to be like that purple there, like the lightish, not the white bit, the bit just on the outside. So like that purple there. questions.